we got, oh, and Rick's coming sometime this month, isn't he?
Nope.
No?
Cancel.
Oh, he canceled.
Didn't you get it?
No,
I sent an email.
Huh.
Um,
no, I missed that. And I
we
missed,
both had not hardly anybody signed up.
oh, wow.
So we said this is not the time.
Hmm. Hmm.
So what would be most helpful for you?
Oh, start with, start at the beginning and run through that in the form and some Tai Chi,
Oh, some Tai Chi.
some Chance of Chen. Around the whole thing.
Yeah, okay.
Uh,
Yeah, I was playing with the reverse direction
oh,
earlier.
I haven't done that.
It's a mind twister.
Uh,
It's a really good.
Is it?
Oh yeah. It's just the
I'll have to try it.
the easy way is to start um forward weighted
Uh-huh.
and bent.
Uh,
And then you go back into the extension.
yeah, I think you showed me this one time.
Yeah, and forward into bending and then back into extension and forward. Nothing to it.
Yeah, well, it just, you have to think about it. Well,
You do until you do it like anything else until you don't have to think about
yeah,
it. So start with the 8 gates.
yeah, the 8 gates.
You
Well, that's one thing I've been practicing with. Don't lean over
know,
because that throws me off. When you
yes.
do
Better.
that.
Just stand and breathe for a moment. Aware of your structure. Opening your body without tension. Trying to extend your mind through your body. Flowing into the 8 gates. Questions?
Not sure I'm getting all the circles right.
Uh, Here and there.
Kind of getting them every once in a while. Yeah.
I think the other thing too that it seemed to me was that you were not consistent in twisting.
Hmm.
There were places where I felt that there was more bending and extending. You were
Hmm.
getting the circles of the elbows, but I didn't feel that all the time that was extending all the way.
From that, yeah. Well, and that still kind of comes and goes.
Yeah.
Remembering to start it with my scapula,
Mm,
pulling it down, and also the elbows come down.
they do.
Um,
They
as-
circle around. Mm.
okay, yeah.
Um,
And especially this one.
the last one.
Yeah.
So in that one of the things that I was going to mention is that when you come in with this is the one time you come to center and you're connecting those 4 points.
Mhm.
And if you get them, the Lagong points will go zing.
Yeah,
If you don't, they
it's
don't.
just, they don't.
And then you get to here, but the circle is this way.
It's this way.
It's not this way.
This way.
Yeah.
That one. Let's see. This one. This one. Okay, for water then,
Water is
it's this way again. Okay,
again
so those are the two where you're
the
going this way.
vertical. Yeah.
Otherwise, you're doing
Yeah.
this.
Well, except this one is also
That's, oh, it is. Oh,
vertical.
okay, mountain. Okay. All right. I think I was never quite clear on that. Okay,
Okay.
that's good.
Um, so walk.
Oh, yeah.
You said you wanted to go through.
Sure, yeah.
We'll go through.
No, that's fine.
So stepping out and then into our right going forward will make it easy.
Okay, good.
And bring the weight forward and begin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 6. So in the walk, one doesn't turn right first. In the walk, one just goes back.
Right, yeah, and slightly,
But see, in
the right.
walk, we're only working with the 5 elements in the legs.
okay.
So we're not working with the 8 gates in the upper body.
Oh, that's why,
Yeah.
because I'm used to doing
Yeah.
a little bit of a turn here.
Yep. Which we do in both the single and double arm.
Right,
and in the form. So this one is just retreat,
Mhm.
turn left, turn right, shift forward, turn right, turn left, shift forward, turn left.
Okay.
So it's wood, fire, water, metal. Fire, metal, fire.
Okay. So I've forgotten that.
Well, it's another way to think of it. And the thing is that, as Master Joe pointed out, when we talk about the 13 basic postures of Tai Chi, it's the combination of the 8 gates and the 5 elements.
Mhm.
It's not 5
Elements.
it isn't
Separate by themselves.
13 specific Tai Chi movements, even although you can look at it that way too.
Yeah, yeah.
So it is the combining of those 13 energies.
Okay.
So
Okay.
the walk is, I mean, you were doing pretty well. I think the only thing I would was that turn in one that isn't present in the walk.
That's, yeah, I forgot. The
Yeah.
other one, it is.
That's all right.
Uh,
So the single arm,
Yep.
about, and into a right gong boom. 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Can I try that again? Where's the
Getting there.
Yeah. You have to twist the mind around that. One thing is you're not coming across the center line of the body to begin with.
Shouldn't be.
You should be.
Oh, I should be, yeah.
Yeah. Because it looks like you're doing this.
Mm,
And you want to be doing this is centered in front of the body, despite
okay.
the fact that you are only turning in one direction. It's deliberate. You never crossed the center line of the body. So if you, one thing to remember is that at this point, this hand is in the center. It's not over here.
Okay.
It's in the center. So
Oh,
it's
so
not
the
that
top
hard
circle.
to go across the center and draw your S curve. And then go.
Oh, okay.
But you're starting over at the side, start in the middle.
Top of the thing.
Yeah. Ah, that was much better.
Yeah.
That was a big improvement. Yep. Don't do that. 6, 7, 8. Okay, so 7, you gotta remember, is both a rotation and a shift. And 8 is a rotation only.
Right, yeah. I think when I go on my right-hand side, it's better.
Yeah. There we go. Practice, practice.
Okay.
And then we have the double arm.
Yeah, that one's okay, I think. Oh, that was cool. Yeah.
Stepping out into a right go. 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Um,
So, yeah, this was tricky. This one's a little tricky. So, halfway up to the top, and down to the S curve, starting up the outside, 2/3 the way, all the way, rotate and shift. Oh, what am I doing? Just rotate
Rotate,
and then
Forward.
rotate and shift.
yeah,
And then just rotate and rotate in 1, 2, 3. That was all 6, 7, 8. 8, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So when you complete 8, you
Yeah.
have transitions.
positions. That's right, it
Seven,
comes down on
8.
the outside.
Yeah.
Over here,
Yeah.
that was the one.
Remember, that's that weird, just a rotation first and then rotate and shift forward in the shoulder.
Oh, you have to end up down here.
So 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh,
That's the single arm.
which one am I doing?
Double arm.
7. So you start into the S curve, but
Yeah.
just rotate, and you're actually sitting down slightly on that right foot, and then rotate and shift forward, and then 1, 2.
Forward on this one?
After
No, I gotta be back here on this one.
so when you get
Yeah, 6.
yeah, it is double arm, David. Boom. Have to do the whole thing to get there. So when you get to here,
Right.
you are just going to rotate and sink a little, and then rotate and shift forward. And then rotate and rotate. Turn to the right. So you've gone to here, you're going to just rotate. You should just rotate. You're going around the outside. And then I cannot walk into the middle of that today. Jeez. Boom, 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 boom. So you're turning and then rotating and shifting.
Oh, I see. Okay, there's an
So
extra.
you're just turn. It's
There's a little extra thing in there.
it's it's like you're doing you're doing sigh and cow. That's what you're doing. Pull down and shoulder stroke. Yeah. Now just rotate.
That's why.
Now rotate and shift forward.
Oh, I see. Okay. That's what's throwing me off.
Except, I don't know why you went this way. It's through the center.
Oh, I did.
When you get to here,
Yeah.
you're turning to the left and then rotating and shifting. Rotate right and shift forward.
Oh.
So if you think of it as shoulder stroke, you have to expand into shoulder stroke. So you're going out over that. Boom.
Yeah.
It's very different from boom, but it's the same energy. Now just turn. The other way. Don't shift forward.
Oh. Okay, just stay on that back foot.
Yeah.
Boom.
Now rotate and shift.
Boom.
Good. Yeah. Yeah. So when you get to this point, your weight's on the rear foot
Right, yeah,
and it stays on the rear foot,
yeah,
stays there. You sink a little into it
right,
and then you go forward.
yeah.
Yeah. Nothing to it.
Right.
Turn right, turn left first. Stay back. Good. Now rotate and shift. Yes.
Okay. Got that.
Okay.
I totally forgot that. Huh.
You need a break?
No, I'm okay.
Okay. So the form,
Yeah, the form.
after all of that,
Mhm. Yeah,
we take it all and apply it to would you be more comfortable over here where you don't have to deal with the
pole, that
pole?
doesn't matter. You want to go around?
The pole doesn't bother me probably as much as it does you.
Ah.
So, stepping out into a right gombu and sink and rise into ward off and turn, expanding and contracting, roll back, push down and push down, shift forward and rotate into the G, step, step, shoulder, shift forward, step, rotating left, and then up on right, extending down, step, expand into elbow, step, 7, 8. Is there any place where you have a particular question?
Not really. I think I just can kind of do it generally, but
Yeah.
I'm sure I'm missing a lot of the
Yeah.
higher points.
More
So,
specific.
yeah, those things.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So basically you're
Down, no.
you're doing that, but what you want this whole thing is,
Yeah.
what you want is that recognizing that that sinking down and rotating and shifting is starting to move the arms. This moves the arms.
Yeah.
And they come up and they're centered in front of the throat. And the last thing with the last bit of your rotation is the left hand pulls back from the right.
Right.
Mhm. Yes. So notice, yeah, drop your elbow. Yeah. And relax that. Just have to go all the way down, but it shouldn't be tense.
Yeah.
Okay, so that movement, when you get to that point and going into that movement, this is an expansion. You're throwing that person you just caught.
Oh, okay. I always thought it was a hold the ball.
It is.
But it's holding it sideways over here.
And then you're going to condense
Condense.
that ball.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, so on was really pretty good. You got the first push downward really, really well. The second one was just an arm movement.
Mhm.
So it's really tough because you have to get that first one in, and right away you have to draw the energy in and send it right back out again. So this is teaching us that we don't always have yin and yang.
Mm,
We have yin yang.
yeah.
So step wider. That'll be much more stable. So shoulder, there was no expansion of the yang part of that. So um, when when you when you go forward into that,
Mhm.
you've bent everything in, but as you go forward, it all expands.
Oh, okay. The whole thing.
It's sending the energy out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Okay. So
Whoops, this is
the
good.
real counterintuitive thing about this
Mhm.
is that you are bending in all the way to the top,
Oh,
and then you are extending. So the this is this is like something that happens in gods. Um, you are bending the spine while you are going up to the top of the circle. And it's very counterintuitive, just
Mhm.
like the left arm issue. So, so getting that sense of bending, 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 drawing in, and then extending, straightening the spine, extending the arms and the energy. And then shift back on that.
Yeah.
So lots of you're bending, not extending.
Just, you go back and rest on the back foot. And
Yeah.
then bring it up.
Yeah. So I think the real trick there is the back is straightened, you've expanded out,
Mm-hmm.
and now the back begins to bend and bend and bend, despite the fact that everything is going up, the back is bending very subtly through there. So now it can straighten. Yeah.
All right. Come on. I think I lost my legs.
We can take a break. How do I do that? And now extend as you go down. Not go too far forwards. That should be a little higher. So when you go into shoulder,
Mm-hmm.
I don't mean shoulder, I mean elbow. Say the right one, David. So here you're bending, but notice that as I go forward, that this expands out a little,
Mm-hmm.
and this hand in particular expands and sends its energy into this. So this doesn't do that, it does this. It's coming out of the scapula.
Oh, okay.
Remember the scapula?
Yeah, they're back there.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's where the power comes from.
I mean, we fall into doing that, which is nothing. But if you do this, all of a sudden, it releases more power into it.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, the way I was doing it was more like shoulder stroke, which is more down here.
And this is supposed to be the most devastating strike in Tai Chi.
Right, yeah, that's a kill thing if you get them.
If you hit them correctly in the chest, yes.
That'll stop their heart, which wouldn't take much for me.
We won't do it to you.
No? Okay. Well, then my pacemaker will go into action and start jumping around. Hey.
Well,
Oh, that's good. How we doing? Oh, okay.
I've been
That's enough.
okay. Well, we're not quite there, but
I can only do it so many times and then it'll get worse.
I completely understand.
Yeah, I usually the first time I run through it, at least in my mind, it comes out pretty good. But then,
Well, we talked about a lot of refinements today.
yeah. Well, I got the video, so I can practice that.
Yeah.
I'll talk to Jeannie when I get home.
Okay.
Let's see what she would like to do.
I mean, we can, it's you and Jeannie, we can structure it however.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I think just coming and practice, like the Tuesday meditation, just showing up and sitting with people and going through it, at least that's helpful.
Oh, yeah.
For me, at least once a week, but I practice otherwise.
Yeah.
All day long. Sometimes.
Some days better than
Walking,
others.
meditation. Yeah, with more, conscious effort.
Yeah.
Um, And especially walk, I've gotten back to walking,
Oh, good.
which is best for me. And I can actually, it's funny, if I take my blood pressure in the morning, like this morning, I think it was 21/78. The systolic is still too high. But then if I go out and exercise, it seems to be better. I don't know
Interesting.
why it does. I have to ask my cardiologist. Whatever, I know.
Which one?
Yeah.
You only have one?
Well, my electrocardiologist.
Oh, yeah. Who do you see?
Paige Brennan,
No.
so he's with the Norwich Cardiology Group.
Oh, no, mine's from Hartford Health.
Hartford Health. I had Hartford Health. I had David Brill. David Brill is he was really good, but I wanted to consolidate with the folks at Norwich Cardiology. And instead of having two doctors and two, I don't think it really matters. And I asked them about that and they said, nah, it doesn't matter. But
I don't know. I think maybe there's better communication.
if they're in the same office, I think, yeah. Yeah, especially when they start new drugs or things like that.
Yeah.
Because the last time Brennan started me on something, I had to stay in the hospital for 2 days. So just to make sure it didn't screw everything up. It's an old drug and it tends to affect some of the rhythm in other parts that you don't want. So apparently it worked out all right. So they let me out.
Well, when they put me on my first AFib medication, I had to go into the hospital for 5 days.
5 days. That wasn't Soderol, was it?
No, Dofetilide.
They got you. I talked to the pharmacist and she's like, my blood thinner. I am the only one at Costco that takes that. I said, really? She said, yeah, that's a real old one. And I remember I got it at Yale 2012. And so that's another discussion I'll have with Paige when I see him, I think in 2 weeks. Because some of the meds, they say there are others that I could be taking. But
what you take more than one blood thinner?
I do. There's one, it's I'm not gonna remember it. It's Eliquis.
Oh, yeah, I have a
Eliquis. So that will primarily it doesn't function as a blood thinner, but it does.
Yeah.
Because it's more for rhythm. And so when I started that pharmaceutical, the pharmacist came out and said, you're taking 2 blood thinners. And I was actually taking 3 because I was taking an aspirin besides. And they told me to cut out the aspirin, the docs did. So that's out.
Yeah.
And I said, I know. And I asked them more than once if I needed to take both of them. And they were consistent. They said, yes, take both. So
that's interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I only have one blood thinner. So.
Yeah, I take Effient, which is the only one at Costco that takes it.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I know. I was shocked when I said it. I was, you're kidding me.
They probably have to special order it every time.
No, well, they always have it.
Oh,
Eliquis they'll run out of.
Yeah.
And
Well, this is pretty
It was
used
nothing.
a lot, I think.
Oh, my Dexon for my acid reflux, that's one that they usually get well on.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that one I kind of take sometimes every other day. But
Yeah.
I usually, when I do that, I usually pay the price and go back to daily.
You don't want to take those though.
I know, I don't want it because it has problems with your kidneys after a while, but I don't know.
Yeah, my last the blood test, they said my kidney function improved. I don't know.
Oh, excellent. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, because with heart failure, usually that's one of the first signs that it's you're going the wrong way.
Yeah.
Is kidney failure.
Well, I have chronic kidney disease, but not serious. At least
Wow.
not real serious.
Uh,
But
well, that's enough organ music.
yeah,
That's what my friend calls it. We get together and talk about operations and well, that's enough organ music,
it's
David. Stop it.
too easy to fall into that.
I know. Yeah, it's funny.
But anyway,
Yeah. Okay, so I'll talk to Jeannie
all right,
and
good.
wend my way back home. I can't cut through Devil's Hop Yard, I guess. There's a sign there that says the road's closed.
It is?
All I know is that, and last time I came,
Oh.
3 weeks ago, same thing. I think they might be building a bridge.
I mean, going, oh yeah, okay, but you can
I'm
you
trying
can
to
take
get up to Mitchell.
Mitchell,
Yeah,
and you can get off of Mitchell and go to the right down to 82.
that's the way I usually come.
Well, we just drove that today.
Maybe I'll give it a try on the way back.
I-
So it must be closed
They
off
do have it
further
closed above Mitchell,
Okay, well, I don't go that far.
because I saw the sign there.
Right, right.
Um,
Yeah, and they have the detour signs, all over the place.
yeah.
Hmm.
But we had a meeting today with the guy who's probably redoing our kitchen. Our kitchen we finally reached the point where we have to redo it.
Jeannie's on me about that.
Oh, it's a lot of money,
Yeah,
but
and they can't get to you till fall.
10 weeks,
Yeah,
late summer.
yeah. Well, I spend most of my time at Jeannie's, so. And I actually have a friend who's using my house right now she developed breast cancer last fall.
Mm.
I guess it was a particular kind. She had to go through two pretty heavy duty treatments of chemo.
Oh,
And she just came off the last one. And typically she rents a house at Crescent Beach during the winter. But first part of May, the summer rates kick in and she had to leave. So I said, well, I got a house, I hardly use it, got 2 bedrooms. So come on down, make yourself at home. And so she's in there, and on June 2nd, I think she's scheduled for a mastectomy. And then she'll be in bed for a while recovering.
yeah.
And a cousin is going to come down and stay with her.
Good.
So they can use my room,
Yeah.
both bedrooms. Yeah. Because I still go over there because I work over there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I still have to mow the lawn. That fun stuff. Mow the lawn, feed the fish.
Well, it's
Watch
good for the
TV.
fish to feed them.
Yeah, I know. They get excited when they see me come through the front door.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I've given up a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, well, that's why the kitchen at my house is just, I haven't even gotten estimates on
Mm.
it.
Well, we had those awful cabinets They aren't solid wood, and
Hmm.
the counters, you know,
You don't have a lot of counter space. I have no counter space.
yeah. Well, we have quite a bit of counter space, but it is beginning to deteriorate.
Hmm.
So we're gonna we're gonna have a new kitchen eventually.
Oh, good. Yeah,
Um,
that's exciting.
it is,
Yeah.
and kind of updating things and making it brighter.
Hmm.
And, put in a quartz counter, so we
Oh, that'll be nice.
yeah have some.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it takes 4 to 5 weeks to do the work. So, as the guy was saying to us today, you have to think about this as camping out for
Yeah,
4 or 5 weeks.
I did that in Preston and well, this is when the kids were young.
Yeah,
And we just spread out a blanket on the floor and had a picnic.
yeah,
That's the way we did it. I don't know that the kids even remember that.
yeah.
And then right before I sold it, I rehabbed it again,
Mm.
not realizing I was going to sell it. But
Well, probably raise the value.
yeah, it did somewhat, and I needed to sell it
Yeah.
because we lived in it for 41 years.
Mhm.
So, and even the kids, they said, no, you gotta move on. So
Yeah.
it's a lot of upkeep after Marilyn died, and it was
Yeah.
just me
Yeah.
pretty much. Yeah, so got rid of that and moved to the beach, which is fine.
Yeah.
Moved to Waterford, it's close to the shore.
Oh, that's good.
Nice.
You're close to the shore?
Yeah, within a mile.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I can walk to it.
Yeah.
And the beach, I mean, I'm on the Waterford side, but I'm looking at the Niantic River,
Hmm.
which is right at the end of my street. So yeah, I just get out there, get on River Road, take a left and go over the bridge and I'm in Niantic.
Oh, wow.
And I
Cool.
go to Hole in the Wall and she lives in Niantic, so she has a beach pass. So
There you
yeah, we
go.
get to the beach. Yeah, otherwise I used to go over at 5. That's when they opened it, the lifeguards left, so you could just go in and I'd jump in, swim around and
Yeah.
come out and get ready for the evening. Yeah. I have friends they swim year round.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I said I could try it, but that definitely would set off my pacemaker.
Yeah, I don't think I'm up for
No,
that.
no. No. They go in 10 to 15 minutes.
Wow.
It's not just an in and out. They usually go in, chit chat. It's all girls. And come out and towel off and go change.
Go
Yeah.
warm up.
Go warm up. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, it's so cold that it doesn't feel cold. It just kind of burns.
Mm.
Uh,
Well, I know there are people who swear by that as a good thing to do.
yeah, what's his name? The Swedish guy,
Yeah.
uh, Mr. Freeze or whatever he's called.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't feel a need to do it.
No, I'm not drawn to doing it. And maybe at one time I might have, but not. No, I'm done.
Yeah.
Not doing that. So, all right, back out into
The weather.
the weather. Yeah.
Good to see you. Say hi to Jean.
I will. Yeah. I think she was throwing the laundry in when
Uh-huh.
then she's going to work. She's got some
Yeah.
art projects.
Oh, good.
Yeah, she's I don't have my phone with me. I'd show you some pieces. She
Oh.
did she did one of Linguini, our cat.
Yeah.
It's incredible. She's got one, the cat's looking out the window, and then she's got one with the cat looking straight at her. In watercolor, she does watercolors.
Ooh,
And
I look forward to seeing that.
it's phenomenal.
Huh.
Yeah, I mean, that's something I can't even begin to
Me either.
do.
I am. I went and took drawing lessons at the Chicago Museum of
Mhm.
Art when we lived there as a kid, and I was terrible. I loved going to the museum, but
Yeah.
I couldn't draw. Fortunately, when I studied set design, I could draft designs. We didn't.
Well, that was your talent then. Yeah, doing that. Jean got accepted at Carnegie Mellon,
Oh yeah,
but then, as she said, she was just a kid. And she got pregnant. And that was the end of that.
yeah. Well, that's too bad.
Yeah. And she was 17, I think.
Oh.
Yeah. They had to run away to the next, where were they? I forget where I think they might have been in Florida. And they had to go to Georgia in order for her to get married because she was underage. Missed her high school graduation.
Oh, gee.
I was like, well, life teaches you lessons, doesn't it?
That's a hard one.
Yeah. Yeah. But you never know.
Nope.
Okay.
Good to see you, Dave.
Yeah, good to see you too, David. So
Yeah.
I'll let you know
Okay.
what
Yeah, do.
we decide to do.
Okay.
Okay.
Good. And sorry, we don't have Rick this time, but we'll try him again.
Oh, yeah, I was looking forward to it, but
Yeah.
it's okay.
Well, we weren't
Just
getting
didn't
any
work out.
signups. I mean,
Huh.
I had one and Rick had one.
Yeah,
And of course, as soon as we canceled, I got three more.
of course, yeah.
But still
Huh.
don't think, I mean, you guys would have made five.
Yeah, we would have
And
come.
I know at least three who couldn't make it,
Couldn't make it.
who would normally be there.
Uh,
I don't know, just bad timing, I guess.
Yeah, because, well, last time it was kind of thin,
Yeah,
wasn't it? Because that's when we were going to Hawaii.
yeah.
We couldn't come.
Yep.
So try again later.
Yeah,
All righty.
flow with Jane.
Yeah. All righty. Take care.
You too.
Raining.
Hey, walk fast.